The revelations continue, but all you need to know is that we found ourselves a brand new villain, and I am ready to roast her.
I'm a girl's girl. Trust me, I'm a girl's girl. People love me for me, and I'm my truest self. I feel like I'm on fire.
Okay, so get yourself sat for an epic rehash. Let's do it.
You want the trash? I got it all for you. Let's rehash the MAFS together. A sassy hole that only speaks the truth. Nobody gaslights you better.
Hello, I'm Wilko, and welcome to the home of trash, mess, and drama. We are 4 champagnes deep into Married at First Sight Australia, or as Beck would call it, breakfast. We pick up just from having done our first couple of tasks in this very scientific experiment. And much to our surprise, and I'm sure the very credited scientists, some of these did not have the desired outcome of love. The Porcelain Chompers duo are still at loggerheads because one of them has a daughter and the other one said he was cool with it, but that audition content said otherwise. She is still yelling at him on the couch, and we are in familiar territory. A single mum on this show, once again with a guy who may not have wanted an instant family. And that is his choice. But why does this show do this? Like, only pair people who have kids or with someone who wants kids. This kind of mess is actually beneath you, MAFS. Is it though? Sorry. I'll wake up to myself. As Scotty keeps saying that it doesn't bother him, he is financially capable of looking after his woman and her kid. He said he's adapting. Guys, Scotty's adapting and changing. He wants to show that he could be a good father. Actually, when he's giving his rebuttal to all of this, I almost buy it.
Low-key happy that this happened.
Methinks that Gia would be happy anytime a fight happens. She gives me the vibe that her foreplay is just like a huge blow up. Baby, I'm going to need you to do something really bad today so we can have a huge fight and then make up for hours. Anywho, she's been reassured enough and all is happy and right in the world again, and they are still on their way to claim victory in the MAFS Championships, which are not a real thing.
Come kiss.
Okay, guys, we'll watch those teeth coming together. Even though they've made up, he still, though, wasn't quite locked down on her daughter's name again because G-Banger keeps calling her Bub, and he's like, is Bub a given name or... But it's gone on too long now. He can't actually ask her what her name is. Hey, I tell you what you need to do. Tell her that you're going to get a tattoo of both of their names in Gia's handwriting on your body. So get her to draw what it should look like. There you go, Scott. I saved you. Sure, you have to get a tattoo, but this love is forever, right? Over with the booty and the big fish. Apparently there was some spiraling last night. Not sure what brought that on, but what fixed it was a big fish.
It was very good. It was very good.
Apparently Alyssa was feeling a type of way. David shares that she was basically gagging for it. She jumped him and he said that he was blindsided. Now, normally when people talk about blindsides on this show, it's a bad thing. And maybe for David it is. Once again, Alyssa gets what Alyssa wants. Kneeling, foot rubs, fluffing anytime she wants. David also says, wait, I actually have the exact transcript here. Yes, it was great. Hey, blink twice if you need to be rescued, big fish. We can release you in a different pond. I really hope this guy's getting used to everything running on Alyssa time. Over with Beck and Danny, the voiceover robot calls the tasks transformative for Becky with the big baggage and Danaconda. They make it seem like things are all back on. Everything's perfect, guys, because they went out for dinner, the vibes were high and...
Spooning led to forking.
Ooh, the Pommy Python was released for a second time this season. And it must have been a better take this time because he's being all playful in bed instead of looking longingly out the window, trying to skip to a different island. And I tell you what, the snake has Beck in a chokehold. I am a little bit shook by this. I did not see it coming. I mean that in every sense of the word. And you know what? Jokes were made by me that the gasms had permanently shut down in this TV marital bed. And for once in this show, this is the one and only time I've had to do this. I will admit I was wrong.
That's what I needed. I needed that orgasm.
And according to Beck, it was multiple. Danaconda! Beck raved about their first session Fiji, and he did not. Now she's rewriting the narrative just a little bit, saying that the first time there was no passion, but this time, wow. I tell you what a redemption fuck for these two. Over to Philip and Stella. They are so into each other, and I hope that it's not just all physical. It really does seem like heads might be in the clouds and maybe nothing real is being discussed, but I guess time will tell. So Melusian and the farmer are having some time apart. But obviously he has confided in his sisters and they've been writing some nasty things online, which Brooke has just stumbled across. Did she really? Come on. Which producer told her? Which producer told her or sent her the link? Put your hand up.
Sisters get involved and say some nasty things about Mel online.
Oh, Lordy. Please read the comments. Apparently, Mel has also seen the comments and her feelings are hurt.
Saying that I've got a mad resting bitch face.
Okay, rude. Like, it's very rude. But let's be honest, factual. This is all we've seen from you on this show.
That I'm not genuine.
Okay, well, you're not here for genuine reasons. You wanted to meet a Bradley Cooper face card holder and haven't taken the time to get to know Luke at all. So show me where the real reasons are. I'm totally sure there's some red flags we don't see from him. They're being removed from the edit. But come on, hun. You, of all people, are not reading genuine. They also commented that she doesn't deserve Luke. And, well, from what we've seen, you don't. You don't want him anyway, so why would that comment even hurt you? Also, his sister said that she doesn't know what she has until she's lost it. And I'm sorry to say, but I tend to agree. Sure, he isn't a surfer, and he's not Bradley Cooper, but he's pretty close to your MAFS drive-through order. But I get it. Not princess worthy, apparently. And you know Mel, she's a super sleuth. She realizes that these comments are not just out of nowhere. They must be coming from what Luke is telling them. Yeah, well, they're close, so that, like, where else would they come from? Also, some of them they've just, like, witnessed with their own eyes at the wedding. Melusian thinks that this is a slap in the face. Luke said that he had a positive outlook and he wasn't rude. Yeah, he's tried to be positive and he hasn't been rude to you from what we've seen. Plus, his sister said it. On the farmer's return, Mel has to sit him down and tell him all the ways that he has hurt her. And when she's doing her little piece to camera interview, she is stoked because she thinks that she gets to play the victim for a hot second in this matchup. Luke says immediately that he's sorry and he never wanted those comments made. He actually got upset when he saw them. He follows it up saying that these are not his words, but he did share how he was feeling with them, which is a rookie move from the sisters. Like, I love it for the TMD, but it was only ever going to blow back on Luke. Still, okay, sorry guys, Mel is the victim here. Sorry, I forgot that we need to be siding with her now, apparently. She claims that he hasn't been trying all last week, like he didn't try.
Because you make my life hell.
Yeah, that's all we've seen. This guy's been making your life hell. Welcome back to the Melusion. I'm really sure that Mel's going to come out now and blame the edit. And sure, they can do lots of things, but we can see you for who you are. Mel goes on to say that she knows that she isolated him on the honeymoon. And I'm like, yes, okay, this is good. Say the things that you were being bad at. And then she follows it up with, that's what he's done to her all this week. Are you fucking kidding me? There is only so much icing out someone can take. You were cold to him and now you're mad that he isn't being your best friend. You don't get to turn him on and off like a tap. Also, let's just remember back to the dinner party how she immediately ditched him. And we saw him solo for most of it, her not wanting to chat to him unless it was in a group sense. He says he doesn't want to get into it because his anxiety is off the charts because of everything that he's been put through. And she's anxious too, guys. But Mel, you brought this shit on yourself. I'm a huge believer of give people the energy that they give you. You want to bring a bunch of sass? I'm going to bring a bunch of sass. You want to be a complete and utter I can do that too. Mel says that this week she kind of came to a sense of, kind of, like she isn't sure if she is with her senses and if they have come to. But you know what? Luke can't play victim anymore because he's done stuff too. She doesn't say what. So I'd really like to know what. Like, tell us, share in the media all the things that he has done. You could have made this so different. And if you really wanted to start fresh, then you would really need to change it up big time. But we haven't seen any of that from you. So I'm not buying that you're all of a sudden the victim here now. They just sit there quietly. It's so awkward. And then she walks off. The whole thing is maddening. And you know what? We have to move on from it because I'm furious. It's time for another task. Let's split the boys and the girls up, I guess, so they can bitch about their partners to each other. And we can call it a task. Also, I need you to note this. This is what Steve Sr. is saying before he leaves.
Relax. Okay. We're all good. Okay.
We have seen fluffle from these two in the previous challenges, right? Right? We haven't seen anything from them, and that's weird. The intense task is called red flag, green flag. And I tell you what, they love saying intense new task. They say it like 4 times in the space of 5 minutes. So one by one, they have to get up and present their red and green flag PowerPoints to each other, and then the group gets to rip into them. You know what? I joke a lot about the science, but this can only make relationships stronger. I don't see any flaws with this logic. Steve Jr. is up first and he starts out strong. He points out which one is Stephen and which one is Rachel. So it's good that he knows which one is which. Her green flags are selfless, huge heart, and willing to share her interests and share in his interests. Okay, this is all great so far. I can see why he's going first. The red flag is that they don't have a similar sense of humor, which the boys are like, that's wild, because they wish that they had Float Your Boat's personality and he should never cover that up. Apparently Rachel says the same thing. Also, he has a wild side and Rachel wants to see this side more.
Call it Steve-O.
Yeah, let's let Steve-O loose, because I don't think there's actually a wilder Steve-O in the world. No, there's not. There's surely not a wilder Steve-O than the one in front of me right now. You know what? He's fairly positive about it all. All he has to do is be himself. Rachel says also his green flags are that he's excited about his passions, he has a kind heart and honest. And also note down that the edit didn't show us any red flags from Rachel for Float Your Boat. Okay. I wonder what's coming for them. Too much trash, one episode. We don't have enough time. Beck is up to talk about Danny. Green flags are communication, feeling of safety, and his loyalty. And I love that she's giving this presentation with these glasses and that jacket over the shoulders. Like she's the owner of a boutique ad agency trying to pitch a client on a brand identity. G-Banger does not buy the pitch. No, she's not going to give her your business, Beck. Sorry. Danny is not loyal, apparently. A red flag was the lack of bed cam, but that's gone now. But still, there is a lingering issue.
That he might think that like he's better looking than me.
This is so shallow. You think that he thinks that he is better looking than you. Someone fishing for compliments, ladies. Woo! Reel him in. You also could have said that I'm just worried he's not that into me, but instead you worded it like, he thinks he's hotter than me. Anyone else find that crazy? Hands up. Beck, you can't be with anyone to have them fix you. You have to do the fix, and then you can bring someone in. The girls all say no, which is exactly what she wanted. Well, not all. G-Banger says, I can see that. And then Beck is mad because Gia said the same thing that Beck just said. But Beck, you brought it up. You said it, and Gia agreed. Apparently, that's not what you're meant to do. Look at Beck's face as she's receiving the compliments and pump-ups. It's like when Super Mario pops some mushrooms. It fuels her. Oh, it changes her. It makes her grow, but only for a limited time. She will always need a top-up down the road.
Maybe I'm insecure.
Maybe. Does maybe mean something different in Adelaide?
You can see that he's into you, babe.
Excellent work, girls. Great. Not you, G-Banger. Into the naughty corner. Everyone else, you have done what she needed. You have filled her with timed mushrooms. You will need to do this again regularly for like the rest of her life. Beck then goes, oh, he's into me. Look, everybody. Look at the mushrooms working. Okay, well, we don't get to hear from Danny, and that's weird or not weird at all. Because we need to move on to Scotty because he has some green flags for G-Banger. And the big one is that she is the best chef he has ever seen. The wording is weird, but the best chef. The next thing is best sex he's had in a long time. All these green flags. They're so deep, so meaningful. What more could one expect for the Veneer twins? He struggles to find any real flags because did you hear how good of a chef? Like the best he's ever seen. And you know what? Red flags? What? Have you seen her? She's perfect. Just ask her. Because the only thing that could be considered a red flag is that she wants some hair on him, but he is baby smooth. That's all they've got, guys. I love the same act that Scott is rolling out every day. He says, I don't give a shit. I'd say it. If there was something off, I would say it. The more you roll that line out, the less any of us believe it. And the classic boys just let him off scot-free. Get it? When Gia gets up for her presentation, Beck is saying that everything Gia spills is just a copy from her. Copied me. Copied my number one. Just because you said it first. I mean, grow up, Becky, with the baggage. The sex is also a green flag, but don't just think that Gia is the kind of girl who's getting it on the reg before she met her TV husband. You can't just judge her on her Bogan Barbie looks alone, okay?
I judge you at the hens party.
What am I meant to do? Oh, paused for shock reaction. Oh. Then she calls her a bitch under her breath. Wow, just a whiff of that champagne and she's really off her chops. Who acts like this? Beck even does that thing where she like aggressively asks things to Gia, like not to Gia, like at Gia. And when Gia kind of says that there's a bit of a stumble, she's like, why? And the way she says it is unhinged.
Why?
It's also revealed that Beck knows Scott forgot her daughter's name, which is certainly not a green flag, but the way that Beck is carrying on, as if she cares. Come on, just shut up. I'm not here for Team G-Banger, but you are embarrassing. Beck also calls Scott an airhead, and I guess it takes one to know one.
I think it's early days and the cracks will show.
Yeah, baby girl, just pour yourself another champers. Just drown those feelings deep inside you. I just don't understand why Beck is so pressed. The mature couple are up for their presentations, and we knew something was coming from the promo, but we find out that they are not only on separate pages, but completely different books. Rebecca thinks that they have really connected, but Steve Sr. says, green flags, there are multiple. And question for you, do you think he actually said some green flags, or did it move on as the edit suggested? Because they just moved straight on to red flags.
What's going on there, brother?
Which, you know what, are much more what we need to hear when it comes to this match. Everyone is shook that he has swiftly moved on to those flags. Apparently, Rebecca is the person who is always talking, I guess, making it about herself. He doesn't like her humor, or he doesn't get it because...
Sometimes it's got a bit of a sexual innuendo to it.
Oh, sexual innuendo. Oh, that's trash. Like, who would ever make jokes? Who would ever make jokes like that? Certainly... Me. me. I guess we can safely say that Stephen Sr. and his conservative eyes will not be watching Rehashed, and I think I'm okay with that. He shouts from the rooftops that Rebecca is not his usual type either, because again, he is conservative and she is not boring, I assume. It really does make sense as to why we didn't see any of their challenges, because we can't have too many train crashes at the same time in the science. It gets confusing for us. Also, it makes us question whether it's real or not, and I would never do that, Channel 9. Also, he mentions that she has high and low emotions. He has no idea what he's going to get day to day.
Kind of lose a bit of trust because you're not sure the person you're waking up next to.
Guys, is Rebecca this demon bride that we just haven't seen up until now?
She just wakes up in beast mode in the morning, torturing poor Stephen Sr.
She's also too opinionated, and Stephen Sr. is not. He's apparently the opposite to opinionated. Oh, God. Say more, Grandpa. Burn it all down. None of the boys can believe this has all been kept under wraps until now. Rebecca has no idea about any of his feelings if this is anything to go by.
Like, we've got this. Like, please, we're doing so well.
Yeah, I don't think you got this.
Rebecca's just a lot in general.
I really wonder what he asked for. Didn't he want someone who is fun and loves to live life? Sounds like he just wanted someone who actually doesn't want either of those things and wants to stay home and knit. He also says intimacy is very slow for him, and the more Rebecca wants it, the more that he has cause for an issue. Steve is giving her all he can give her right now, and she needs to be happy about that. I feel kind of really weird about who this Steven is. Like, the edit has shown us this evolved man that seemed to have like a lot of respect for his TV bride, and now this guy feels totally different. Like, who has been dumped in front of us right now? Now, I can see with even her reaction to some of the things that she could be very up and down, but I just don't understand. I actually thought that they'd matched a mature couple correctly for once. Brooke is up to share, and someone specifically in the audience is pumped.
I'm actually really excited to hear what you have.
Really?
Things she's never said to Farmer Luke. Chris's green flags are that he has his heart on his sleeve, that they are very honest, and they don't hide things from each other. But the red flags are a-flowing. Apparently, he's a diva. He complains, and she is icked out by him.
And this is what has made me go into the friend zone.
Well, we all know what got her into the zone. The Chris content on the iPad. The ladies cannot, well, some of them, the females, they cannot believe that he has said that he hates fat people. And we've seen it so many times that I'm kind of like numb to it now, but it does really hit a nerve for Rachel, and all the women are very pressed on it. Now, I'm not Chris's number one stan. In fact, I wouldn't really feature in that list at all, but I am icked. I'm icked by the joy on Brooke's face as she shares all of this info. Shouldn't she be sad that this is the guy that she's with? But she seems more elated to be sharing this information. Pure joy on her face at bringing him down. Also, Melusion's reaction to all of Chris's toxic behavior as if she doesn't have a bag of her own despicable bullshit going. At the end of this, Brooke takes a bow, and I am certainly not Team Brooke. No. I think that they are a perfect match for each other. I knew something was a tad off when she made the comment that she auditioned for MAFS 2 weeks after a breakup, and now I kind of get it. I also want to quickly note that when Stella is up, she points out that she didn't ask for a specific type of man, looks-wise. She just wanted a kind heart. And then they cut to Mel's face, who had a very specific list, which also made no sense. While Stella is up there, though, Brooke is acting a certain type of way.
Are you wearing a Chanel watch? It is, isn't it? It is.
I don't know, maybe just ask her on the bus on the way home, babe. Guys, I think I'm turning on Brooke. What's happening? For someone who loves to call out rudeness in her TV hubby, she really likes to dip her model toe in the nasty pool, I think. We haven't seen any of Stella and Philip's red flags as a couple yet. Well, not as much as Joey Drama witnessed at the wedding.
I'm calling bullshit.
And you know what? Stella's a real bitch, guys, because he just doesn't get on her nerves. But they're in the love bubble.
I don't believe you.
Oh, and she just keeps yelling like this. Brooke's face is something else during this whole interaction. And I think I know what's happening here. Brooke is reacting the way that Beck reacts to Gia. Because I think Brooke is jealous of Stella as all get out. And you know what? Stella is really taking the grilling, like all in her stride. And I will note some more growth from Stella. She says that we need to have a fight, and that will be our first real test. So she's not all roses and fairy dust about it. She seems very realistic. And I thought that maybe Brooke's problems were more directed at the other girls that maybe weren't one of the Heathers, but then she kind of turns on, well, I think it's one of her own.
Do we want to be here all day? Because Alyssa will finish then.
Come for her. Okay, so I think I figured it out. The Heathers, the mean girls, are Brooke, Gia, and Melusion. Alyssa just hasn't really got a clear side yet. I think she's gonna by the end of this. Well, you know what? I felt bad that you had to deal with Chris Neald, but now I'm rather chuffed about all of it. I'm really happy with the science. And I know that Alyssa would love to hear herself speak, but she was actually being encouraging to Stella. I'm not sure that that's a bad thing. Anyone notice this? When Stella is saying how well things are going, Gia is physically twitching. What? I'm meant to be the most happy. I'm gonna win MAFS and nobody can stop me. So mature. I think we're meeting the real Brooke now, which I'm enjoying.
My ass, you can't figure out a red flag. My ass.
My ass, my neck, my back. Hey, look, she's in the love bubble and they haven't had any issues yet. It's nice. Things are always going to pop up. It's MAFS. Just let her be happy for 1 second. Whew, I love a mean girl clique. It can only mean great things for us. The Heathers cannot keep their lip-filled traps shut while Alyssa is up. Hey, they all gave you room to speak, so shush up, ladies. But actually, I don't know if it's like physically possible for some of you to shut your holes, but if you could, now would be the time. The more Alyssa speaks, the more we know for sure that she is not at all in the mean girl clique. They despise her. Look at the faces that they pull. I'm actually shocked that some of them can still move their faces like this. That's actually quite impressive.
So it's all rainbows and butterflies and he shifts rainbows.
Oh, yes, and you would love to taste that rainbow.
You are so jealous of all the people in a good spot, but you got a dud one, and that's just the game of MAFS roulette that you played. Sorry, science. And you know what? Out of all the things that she's saying out of her mouth hole, I don't think we even get a sliver of the mean shit that Brooke wants to say out loud. Look at her face moves as she thinks of all the ways that she could be a complete cow in this moment. There are too many facial conversations being had. Like the way that Alyssa looks back at them when they constantly interrupt or they scream at her, "Have you fucked yet?" I'm so proud of my countrymen. When she reveals that they did, Brooke says, well,
go you.
But, and then says that their husbands found out at the Bucks that David was going to hold his seed. So he fucked her. Why do you care if he decided to bang her brains out?
I think it's a fake showmance.
Oh, okay. So it's all a game now. You know what? Make some more room. I think Brooke's got to go in the bin. I haven't officially had a bin ceremony yet this season, but it's coming. And you know what? She might be right. This could be a showmance, but all of these mostly end up being showmances, you clueless nitwit. Now, I think once you've seen people a few times as couples, then you can make a call, but you've seen them once together as a couple. Once. Shut up, Brooke. Stop perpetuating a stereotype that all models are bitches. Let's move on to the boys for a second. Oh no, it's Luke. Okay, Luke's up. And he still gives some green flags from Illusion. He says that she has the capacity to be empathetic. Haven't seen it. Caring. Haven't seen it. Pleasant. Haven't seen it. And I can vouch for this. She has the capacity to do all these things. I worked with her, and when I worked with her, she was nothing but lovely. I don't know who this woman is. And his red flags for her, are?
Yeah, I don't know what to say for the red flags.
He just goes on to talk about how it's been tough and he's tried, but she keeps pushing him away and he has no idea what to do. Again, he just looks shattered standing up there. And Luke says after everything that she's done at the start, like, how could he trust her now? Who can blame him? She is playing high school girl games in a grown-up world. The stalking story from last night proves it. When Mel gets up with her little presentation, she says that Luke has 0 green flags. What could you possibly mean that this guy has no green flags? This again confirms what we think about Mel. He still gives you grace and some positives, and you say that there is nothing good about him. I hope you're ready to be chucked in the bin. The red flags start with,
Because I don't have feelings for him, he's made my life a living hell.
how? Like, show us. Like, because he's sad now, you think that he should still be happy even though you iced him out the second that you saw him. She even goes as far to say that he is actively trying to be malicious to her every chance he gets. Really? Is this really the path that you want to go down, princess? I mean, come on. And you know what? We can watch you blink as much as you want as you try and push out some sort of fucking tear. And 10 points for trying. But don't worry, guys. Brooke is there to back up her fellow Heather.
I think he's not here for the right reasons.
Shut up. Oh, shut up. Wow, the bin is going to be full. The bin ceremony is going to be so long, we're not going to have time. Brooke brings up the sisters' internet drama. And so what if he confided in his sisters on how he was feeling? You have done the same thing. Should they have dragged Mel in the comments? No. But shut up, Brooke. Go and take your frustrations out on your TV husband where it belongs.
And I think that if he could have a voodoo doll of me, he would.
Oh, you're a liar. I think you're just a liar. I know you're going to hide behind the edit as all train crash participants do, but you are the type of person who would have dolls of your exes that you would stab on the regular. He's not confessing to stalking his exes as a fun night out with the girls. Apparently, though, huge red flag for Luke. He has said that she is uptight and regimented. I take it back. It's not a red flag. It's just pointing at something factual. Oh, and apparently he sulks. But like, what else is he meant to do when you don't want to be around him? When he sulks, she says he lies face first on the bed, which I love the imagery of. Just him trying to smother himself to escape the love lab rat maze hell that he's been imprisoned in. Malusian then says he hates her so much, but the only thing that she has done is not have feelings back. Oh, I can't with this woman anymore. You are a self-confessed stalker and someone who has finsters to play games with people. I do not believe your bullshit narrative about this. I was going to say relationship, but it's certainly not that. Gia is fully on Team Illusion, and she says that Luke's ego is just so bruised that he has to bring Mel down as well. Tell me one part of this man's demeanor that's saying that he's trying to bring Mel down. He didn't even expressly give her red flags. Some of them, not the Heathers, try to explain in common sense that you hurt him and he shut down. And then when you tried to say that you're open to him, unfortunately, now he's too hurt, so why would he want to try again after all that shit? What Alyssa and Stella are saying is bang on, and Gia thinks they should shut up and just be girls. I'm really starting to love Stella because she said we need all the facts before we drag Luke, and the Heathers strongly disagree as Malusian wipes away more invisible tears. Then I love Gia trying to start some sort of revolution come commit me couch time. They're gonna come for the farmer. What the actual fuck? Mel is just a classic manipulator because she says stuff like this.
It's like, what if he lies?
But what if he lies? But what if he tells his side of the story and it's just a lie? Trying to control the narrative and not doing a very good job at it. Isn't it all filmed, by the way? How could he have all this malice and hide it so well from everyone? It ends with applause and Mel being so happy that she is supported by her girls. But Stella is on the outs because she said the situation is more 50-50. Malusian says that comment is unfair. What, wanting to hear both sides of a story is unfair? Shut up, little girl. Mel, now drunk on the Heather's confidence, calls Stella out and says that she didn't say that the other girls' situations were 50-50.
I don't think it's valid, but I'll take it on board.
These women who have been stunted at growth after peaking in high school are insane to me. Also, stop saying girls, as if you only have to agree with the girls to be with the girls or the boys to be with the boys. Shut up. Stella now, sadly, is branded as someone who backs men more than women. Well, you know, she said 50-50. And I know some of you didn't do great in math, but that is literally half-half.
We get that girls don't like you. You don't need to scream it.
I'm so mad that Stella ends up apologizing because the Malulu stalker princess had her feelings hurt. Alyssa got called a fake bitch and a liar for at least 20 minutes, but Mel is having a cry because Stella said 50-50.
Trust me, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah, and girl's girl means toxic, right? Because you only fully support them, even if they are clearly in the wrong. Wow, jealous looks really great on you. Maybe you should add it to the autumn collection. Brooke obviously then needs to come fulfill it more because he has a YouTube channel.
But your husband is also one guy's here that has a YouTube channel.
You are literally a model. Don't tell me you're not here to push your own personal brand. Also, apart from his vows, he hasn't brought it up once. Everyone else keeps bringing it up for him. When it's all over, Brooke says that she was sick of being the nice girl and she's going to be her true self. So apparently that gives her complete license to be a total bitch now. You can be yourself and not be a cow. You know that, right?
I don't care anymore. And this is the thing.
Woo! Woohoo! Woo! I don't know about laughs in that one, but I was definitely fired up. If you made it all the way, welcome. You're in a special club, the All the Way Club. I want you to put girls in the comments below to let me know, and you'll get exclusive entry. Make sure you liked, make sure you subscribed. Oh, I'm sweaty again after that one. Oh!